Hello, everybody, and welcome back to He Makes Me Play. I am Marius, and I'm blind, and I can't see. Therefore, I make people play video games while laughing through the intro. Hello, Vincent.
Hi,
Yeah.
you professional.
It's probably. I'm glad at this point only people watch who know us. Otherwise, it might be sort of disturbing to hear someone maniacally laugh as they tell you that they're blind for the first time.
If this is your first episode,
Yeah.
number 71,
Yeah.
I don't know where you've been.
But yeah, sometimes this happens. Vincent cracks me up before the intro. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, let's go back into the game where we probably go back to the fishing village.
Right. Unless we want to...
Unless we have any other choice.
Yeah.
But I can't think of anything. Can you, Vincent? I think Ruby, we talked to the Hardy Boys. Ruby is in the fishing village. She's hiding somewhere. We're going to play hide and seek.
Right. I think there are other things we could pursue here, like talking to Joyce and all that. But ultimately, we have to go find Ruby, I think.
Yeah.
Wait.
I guess we could talk to Joyce, but that's also about Ruby, because Ruby is probably also the drug trafficker.
Right. But here's something we have to do.
Yeah, okay.
We're standing right outside the Whirling in Rags, and we have a thought.
Okay, click it.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Yep.
And we can say, number one, yeah, and? Or number two, I don't need this criticism right now. This chapter's closed. And we just got the thought.
No. Say yes and. Like a good improviser.
You're right, it is yes and.
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
And we have the option to say number one. Well, the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast.
Yeah.
Option number two. The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the odd soul's print on the crime scene.
Yeah.
And option number three. So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot.
Oh, wow. There's doubts. This is new, Vincent. I'm glad we're thinking through this.
Yeah.
Really, actually didn't occur to me. I was sold on the Ruby thing.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not a policeman. Let's go from the top. Or what do you have to say, Vincent?
What I have to say is, apart from hearing the shot, these things came up in the interrogation of the Hardys, right?
Yeah.
But they were just discarded because, well, we had a 78% chance of the bullet coming from the roof and not from somewhere on the coast. So it's obviously that it came from the roof.
But it's just chance. It's not certain.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, it did come together. In the end, there wasn't that much resistance, and really all the stuff they resisted with at the start was kind of nonsense. You remember their tape recorder and stuff? Who's gonna believe that?
Yeah, right.
The sexual assault story just evaporated. What is going on here, Vincent? Let's think about it.
Let's find out.
Yes.
So we take the option, well, the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast.
Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window.
This game knows us so well. Option number two. The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the odd soul's prints on the crime scene.
Yes.
No, they didn't.
And the last one. So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, I guess, are silencers a thing in this world at this age?
We don't know.
When were silencers invented?
In this world, I have no clue.
In any world, I have no idea. Although I have heard that you can really just put a pillow in front of a gun and...
I don't think that's how it works.
No, seriously, it'll muffle it, I think, down to the sound of someone slamming a door or whatever.
Okay. Let's agree that we have no idea.
Leave a comment if you know how to kill someone quietly.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
We're going to reveal who are the gun nuts in our audience.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what else?
Last option. I'm done thinking about this. and we finish the thought.
I guess that's what we do.
That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on.
This
She's
is a very...
watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me?
And at this point, I should mention, the one talking is volition.
The one who's not compromised.
Exactly.
Yeah. We should keep this in mind, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we also have the option to continue. I hope it's drama.
Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
That
Which
was
skill is it?
Logic with an easy success.
Okay. But logic is totally compromised.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go search for Ruby.
Yeah, I mean, in any case, finding Ruby would be very helpful. Because she could also, how do you say? She could provide evidence for her innocence.
Yeah. Or incriminate Cassie further.
Yeah. And you know what, Vincent?
What?
It's been a while. I'm actually ready. If we go to the fishing village, we don't immediately find her. Maybe just drop in with our friends in the church.
Okay. Didn't expect that, but yeah.
Yeah, but how do you feel?
No,
It's been
I
a
feel
while.
the same.
Yeah.
Also, I see traps here. But we-
Phasmid
Yeah,
traps.
but we only have to interact with that one, right? Not the...
Oh, do we still no, don't talk to me. I'm not ready for that again.
Okay.
That's not been that long.
Yeah, but I think we only have to interact with the one that was broken.
Okay. Maybe we'll do
So-
that when we get there.
We are
But
in the fishing
Yeah.
village.
Where do we start searching, Vincent?
Do we just talk to the old lady?
Sure, why not? Have we talked to her today?
Our
all?
tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
And we can say, have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby
Yeah,
around
that's
the coast?
good. We're just gonna ask this of everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
I did actually forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we can say number one, oh, because you're blind, right? Or number two, okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, do the second one.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
Exactly. And she nods with a wrinkled smile.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
I'm wondering if this is where we pay for not paying for the hut.
I don't think there was an option to pay for the hut.
No, but this is like
Oh, but
We
you mean
could
because
have-
we used her thing?
exactly instead of paying guard.
Maybe, yeah. Let's see.
So options are number one, you know something. We are here to help. Option number two, this is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out.
What is he talking about?
I don't
What
know.
woodshed?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. We forgot.
Yeah. And then number three, this isn't about the union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
I don't think she's worried about that.
Don't know though.
I wish I knew about the woodshed
Yeah,
it's
this is-
referring to.
Like, this is the option I want to take, but I
Let-
don't think that came even.
Let's just take it to find out.
Okay.
I'm in a curious mood.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
Authority?
Half-light.
Ah, okay.
Even worse.
Wow, angry.
We can say, God damn it, I know you know something. This shit is important. That's option number one.
No.
Option number two, I see, you know something, but you've decided not to tell us. Or option number three, okay, but we'll be back later if we find anything suspicious.
Number 2.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
That sounds like good advice. Actually, now I kind of like the fishing village because we're actually investigating stuff. At least now, I'm excited.
Also, now we have some opposition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before that was just
random crap.
yeah,
Just talking.
And yeah, okay, we have to get the signatures, but it's not that difficult to get the signatures. The question is, do we want to get the signatures?
Exactly, and between that, it's like church puzzles and drunks telling us their story.
Yeah.
So we're in our shack.
And there's a new interactable, one of the planks.
Uh-huh.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
And we can move the board aside.
Yes.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
We can ask, what's in here? Or we can search through the sand and sawdust.
First ask.
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. The last resort. A bad idea.
Inland?
Yeah.
We have to look now.
Is it a gun? That would be.
Or drugs.
That could also be, yeah. So, search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
Oh, it's a book.
Paperback.
Yeah. What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
What?
Item gained. 9mm bullet.
Okay. Is it a spent casing or like...
I think it's actually a fully functional bullet.
You can still fire it. We need to compare this to the one we have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's exciting.
And we say, a bullet. Interesting.
Yes.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with.
Okay, yeah.
Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Yeah. Last resort.
Oh, that's dark. That it's her
Mm-hmm.
bullet. Does she have a gun though?
She could have our gun, possibly. And I mean, if she...
The old woman?
No, not the old woman. If,
The-
if Ruby was here, right?
Okay, okay. It was implying that. I mean, who does it belong to? Could be Ruby's, could be the old fisherwoman's. This is her shack after all.
I think the implication is that this is...
Ruby might plan to shoot herself
Exactly.
in case things go south. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Not the fisherwoman. I guess not.
Right. Loading.
I guess we just stole her exit strategy. that would be a nasty surprise if she goes through that sand.
Yeah, but I would also assume... I mean, why is there just one bullet? Where's the weapon that she needs to fire it? And does she only have one bullet? Why would she leave it there? Why not with the weapon?
Yeah, these are good questions.
Let's talk to the washerwoman and
Yeah.
ask her all these.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
And we ask, why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Mhm.
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman and...
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
And we ask, you rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water splashes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
And we ask, when was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
What's the timeline, Vincent? Do you remember? When did we arrive? On Monday, right?
Well, we started playing on Monday.
Oh, okay.
And we arrived
on
a week
Friday.
earlier.
Oh, a week earlier. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we also arrived on Monday, I think.
Right. Yeah, okay. Well, not quite sure, but it's also not super relevant right now to reconstruct the timeline.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
We are also still wearing our saber.
Well, I mean, she knows where that's coming from, I
Yeah.
guess.
I just realized.
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
The lieutenant takes out his familiar blue notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have the questions. Number 1. You said she left on Monday. Number 2. Is the room exactly as she left it? Number 3. What is she like, Ruby? Number 4. What do you think she left the bullet? Why do you think she left the bullet there? And
All right.
Number 5. I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Take it from the top.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She has dogs. Okay.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
Thank you, my leash or whatever.
A young Padawan? No, wait. What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
She rubs her cold hands together.
This Ruby is an old lady whisperer. She knows how to work the village elder, unlike you.
And that was a challenging success for suggestion.
Yeah. I'm definitely not an old lady whisperer.
Nope.
I'll give it that.
Did she talk to you much during her last day?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
She wanted to talk to her, as they usually do, but she was brooding.
Another challenging success for suggestion.
Yes, you're very empathetic.
So, next question. Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Mm-hmm.
I like that it says, you could ask her, and then we only have one option.
Okay, yeah.
We say, I have a possible explanation in my mind.
I do tell.
Okay, now we got the options.
Mm-hmm.
It also says, after the I, do tell, a seagull flies overhead.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously a bad omen.
Yeah, birds. The augurs have spoken.
And we can say, number 1, it's an exit plan. Or number 2, on second thought, I'd rather not say. It's not something I want to think about.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Number 1. She can handle it.
Exit from what?
Life.
First option, her life. Option number 2 is the world. And number 3 is this. And we spread our hands.
Reality.
Yes.
I kind of want to pick that, Winston.
Me too.
But this is such a troll move because she can't even see you spreading her hands.
That's true.
But I think she'll get it anyway.
I would like to take that option because we had the same option in the conversation with Joyce.
Yeah, I know.
When we asked her.
Reality.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So let's take it.
Yeah.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She tilts her head to the side, looking up at you, deep in
Yeah,
thought.
alright.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son.
Who's saying that?
Physical instrument.
Yeah. I get it.
She really believes that.
That is missing the sire.
Yeah, okay, but that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Then the question is, who is it for then?
Okay, now I'm thinking, if she just left the bullet there, right? Maybe it was
Yeah.
her last bullet, and she wanted to have the weapon, but not the possibility of actually firing it by accident.
To just sort of check herself that she's not going to immediately use it.
Yeah, or have it as a measure of defense against an attack or something, but not have the option of firing it by accident in a fight or something like that.
Is it illegal to carry bullets here?
Might be.
Is that it? It's like her stash, so she doesn't get caught with it?
I'm pretty sure guns are illegal.
Yeah, right. It's a big deal that we lost it and stuff. Although,
Yeah.
apparently pawn shops sell it, so...
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. She could also keep it there in a stash so that, you know, if all her ammunition gets taken by someone, she
yeah.
still has one
Desperation
for
bullets.
payback
Yeah.
to get the other bullets back. But the woman also said she's not violent. So none of this makes sense. We need to find more infos.
Well, let's find out if she's a heavy drinker with anger issues.
Yeah.
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset.
I'm sorry. Usually this game is mostly well written, right, with believable dialogue, and this voice actress I think does a great job. I just had to chuckle at that line. What was it? She's no stranger to the bottle. She fits in like that. That, you know, if you read it like that, it sounds a bit corny, honestly, guys. Sorry.
Well,
I
they
have
get
to
one line.
remember that.
One
No
line is
stranger
okay.
to the bottle. Well, it's not even. It's like one line in 70 episodes
Yeah.
or whatever. Maybe a bit more, but still. Anyway, I'm sorry. Please continue.
The sun sets for everyone.
Okay.
Thank you, Inland.
Thanks.
That was a challenging success too.
Yeah. What a downer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I forgot we're back in the fishing village. I'm feeling the vibes already. It's like suicide bullets, exit plans, the sun sets for everybody. This is a statement of
no
fact.
stranger to the
Yeah, no,
bottle.
exactly. Yeah. Ooh, this is rough.
Yeah. Well, do you still want to go to the track?
Yeah, let's go back to the whirling and like pinball machines.
Yeah, sing karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
fun. Yeah, okay.
But we have to continue.
Yes.
She isn't what you call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
Okay. She says that with judgment. Does she mean
I think
us?
Sure.
Look, just because we jumped a car over a sign screaming tequila sunset doesn't mean we have control issues. Well, it means exactly that, but that was just once. We're different now. It's different now.
Yeah, we don't even remember that time.
We don't talk about tequila sunrise. Yeah, anyway.
Okay. So, last question. Where did she go? That's the move
Yeah.
on option.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Yes, we are.
That is true. We have spent a lot of time here, ma'am.
This is a cool moment. It needs a cool thing to be said.
Who's saying that?
Xavier Fair.
Of course.
Other challenging success.
Oh, and I hope it now gives us something really cool to say.
Well, the first option is say the cool thing. And we say,
Yeah.
let's rock with our cock.
Seriously.
That's the option.
Oh man.
Shall I go through the
rough.
other option, or should we just take it?
So let's just agree that we'll take it, but do tell me the other options.
Okay. The other options are number 2, further up the coast we go then. Number 3, but that place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. And number 4, we wipe our brow. Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village. And option number 5, are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet?
Yeah, I would hope that, but no.
I mean, we can both agree that is the cool thing to say compared to the other options.
Yeah, let's rock with our cock, Vincent.
What?
It's like, a moment ago we were talking about suicide and exit plans and sunsets for everybody, and now we're rocking with our cock.
And we can either say, I meant, let's rock with our cock out. Or we can...
That doesn't make it better.
The other option is just reply with, what?
Say what?
What did you say?
Is he laughing?
I think
He's
so.
smirking.
The lieutenant gives you a puzzled look.
Uh-huh. And?
And we can still say the first option, or we can say nothing. What did you say?
Do that one.
Never mind. Let's just continue.
He says, shaking his head.
I mean, so when you succeed on Save Your Flare, like, I would think it gives you something to make you actually look cool. But what we just did, that felt like a failure of Save Your Flare. Like, you try to be cool, but it fails. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or is this skill inherently uncool?
But okay, here's the thing. For us, that felt out of place, and I'm sure it was in the game, but maybe he pulled it off.
No,
And-
he didn't pull it off.
But we don't know because we immediately regretted doing it in the first place.
But like saying, oh, what I meant to say was let's rock with our cock out, that does not make it more cool or saves it in any way. It's like explaining a joke, but worse.
Yeah, okay.
But it's, yeah, but my point is I don't understand Save Your Flare, but maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We made Kim laugh, that's cool.
yeah. Now I regret taking the nothing option. Because I was...
You want to know, want to know what happens with the other one.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, I do too.
How bad is the outcome?
Well, I guess we have to replay the game.
Should I
Find
just
out.
quit and load the save?
No, let's move on.
Okay.
This was just the first of many people we have to talk to, Vincent.
Yes. We still have the other options.
Oh,
We
okay.
can say further up the coast we go then, but the place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. We can also wipe our brow. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like, your eyebrow.
Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village. Or the last option, are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant? and
Yeah,
less
what are
wet?
these options? Just say further up the coast we go then. Just be proactive.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
She drops the rag into the bucket. It's clean now.
Well, that's a nice detail. Nice touch. And we're unfortunately not here for comfort. We have a murder to solve.
Yes, murder
So-
is not comfortable.
No.
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this
Oh.
time.
That's a clue.
Where did that come
Yeah,
from?
I have
What
no
the
idea.
heck?
Was that like an epiphany moment?
I mean, not really, because it was a trivial success
Of
from
what?
Inland Empire.
Okay. Well, just so everyone can have some fun with Inland, right?
Right.
But let's do that. Let's go to the mural.
Okay.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
Yeah,
She-
everybody says that.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
So. Because it just said the air is getting colder. It was raining, and now it's snowing.
Oh, echt?
How?
Oh, I
How
just
fitting.
spoke German.
You monster.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
not on my A game today.
the mural? Or do we go to the church?
The mural. That's not in the same place, right?
No, and I wonder how we actually get there.
That's where the
there.
power plant is, and
Mm-hmm.
this not Swedish. This is an
Right.
alternative world, but the guy I remember as being Swedish.
Yeah, and we're already there.
Okay.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Yeah. I remember.
A slogan used to intertwine
Sorry.
with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
All right. I remember us looking at this and wondering what was the point. And maybe now we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, we step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
What? What kind of nonsense is that?
I don't know. but
Who's saying that?
Inland again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess Inland gets to say that stuff. I mean, it's not that it's nonsense. It's just what's the relation to what's happening right now?
Well, I can tell you that one, the task just got updated. I don't know why,
Okay.
but it did. And we can ask number one, why do I feel like I know this place? And number two, could Ruby be in there?
Good question. Start with the first one.
Indeed, somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
What feeling?
The feeling of cold?
Okay.
You felt the cold of the rain? There was Shivers, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we're a police detective, a really good one, with a hunch, right? This is what's happening right now.
Either that or we have some
Been here while we were drunk.
history. Yeah, either that or we have been here like 30 years ago in our youth or something like
Sure. Maybe with our ex-wife or whatever.
that. Yeah. Maybe Ruby is our daughter.
Yeah, daughter or ex-wife was also a theory, which I would
Right,
now
yeah.
discard. She just doesn't seem to fit.
Yeah.
It sort of, I didn't realize how young she sort of is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. The daughter thing is possible, but also weird. We'll see.
Yeah.
So let's ask, could Ruby be in there?
Yeah.
And we say that out loud, so I guess we ask Kim.
Mm-hmm.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Thanks, Kim.
Why single out this one building?
Oh boy. We have a white check,
Nice.
Shivers,
Mm.
impossible, 20,
Mm-hmm.
listen to the wind.
This is such nonsense.
Shivers is such a great skill.
Yeah, I do like Shivers. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
So how do we crack this nut, Vincent?
Well, I can tell you we get a few bonuses.
Okay.
We get +1 from reconstructed execution, +1 from found the jacket, +2 from established the nightclub,
Oh man, that's all the work we did in the fishing village. It's finally payback time.
yes, +3 from found the empty trap.
Oh wow.
Ruby is the one. Okay.
Oh, you're so smart. Yeah.
+3 is went on a date, and +3 from death notification. We
Oh,
have-
that was the guy we found. Yeah. We
Yeah.
just did a lot of work in the fishing village, and now we got a feel for the place.
Yeah.
That's what Shivers does, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like what, man, the way that Inland Empire is like an intuition for internal space, Shivers is an intuition for external space,
Yeah,
right? It's totally what's going on here.
I love this.
Yeah. So, do we put on Shivers gear though? Do we have Shivers gear? To
Here's
get
the
even
thing.
more bonuses?
The difficulty is 20.
Yeah.
We have Shivers 3.
Yeah.
Our chance is 92%.
Oh, we're already so... Okay, never mind. We
Uh,
can't... well, we could get higher.
Yeah,
right?
well, 97 I think is the limit. So let's take a
Yeah.
quick look if we
Let's
get
not
an
embarrass
extra
ourselves.
point here. Just one more point. Somewhere.
I do like Shivers.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Now I want to include Shivers in any tabletop RPG we ever play and use it constantly and force people to make Shivers rolls to just barrage them with senseless exposition about their environment.
Okay, here we go. The t-shirt Man from Hjalmdal. +1 physical instrument, +1 Shivers, -2 authority.
That's generally a cool thing to wear.
Yeah,
The once bright mural. towers above you,
97%.
saying
Yeah,
we go.
that's hit it.
Feld electrical, R and D. Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
Mhm. That's not helpful yet.
Not yet.
Uh-huh.
When we can say, we can speak to ourselves and ask Shivers, what was I even attempting to do here? Or we can turn to the lieutenant and ask, she could be anywhere. How do we find her?
That's the definition of unhelpful. But number one, do number one.
I like that.
It's a really hard check and it gives you nothing.
It gives us the option to ask Kim where she is.
Yeah.
It's like, really? What's
So
difficult about
a
that?
bit unconnected. So, but we have number one. Let's see.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning with your hands fallen to your side.
This really feels like a failure.
It does.
Yeah.
I hope.
Which this game kind of has done before.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah. Let's
just
see.
hoping.
Talk to
Is
Kim, right?
trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
That was logic with a medium success.
Okay.
A prayer of sorts to Rivershore.
Okay.
Hmm.
Said inland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we turn to the lieutenant. She could be anywhere. How
Okay.
do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay.
The lieutenant sighs, then gets a hold of himself.
Hmm.
Okay.
She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
Oh, we just completed the task. Ask about Ruby in the village.
Okay. I guess we... Yeah. What did we get from this check now? I guess we ruled out the village part.
The village and the church. And
Okay, yeah.
What was... I hope she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village. This place is a peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
Scanned most of the outdoor areas. Okay, so she's north of the village. She's not in the church. We scanned most of the outdoor areas.
She's not where the traps are, I guess.
Right. Is she in the bunker? The bunker?
The
That's
bunker?
The most reasonable, right? And okay,
It's an idea.
the first time we got there, it was an impossible check, right? Maybe now it's a possible check because
Yeah, let's look at it again.
other things, yeah.
Definitely
and-
comes to mind.
So we say, and if that fails,
Mhm.
if we don't find her, we
Mhm.
conclude.
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Huh?
What did he say? Bankers?
Bunkers.
Ah, where we're going right now.
Yeah. And then it says, he looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm. The dark red box crumbling across the chasm? What?
What is that referring to?
I don't know. Oh, maybe it's the building right next to him. maybe.
Hmm.
Where the generator, I think, is or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
okay.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look
Oh,
where
okay.
it already got you.
But okay, but it
This-
didn't get us
yeah.
anywhere.
Well, ruled out the village, I
Yeah.
guess. But this is now our city prayer spot,
Mhm.
our shrine. Okay,
Weird.
I guess we're going on hide and seek now. I
Yeah.
do want to find her.
Mm-hmm.
She's caused so much trouble.
Yeah. Also, we have to reset that trap.
Sure. They kind of imply now that bunker is the last spot, so maybe let's go to the trap first.
Yeah, but that's not north of the north of
No?
the village is
Oh.
really not that much.
All right, then go to the bunker.
An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Yeah, I don't need hyping.
Okay, we're back to the very start again. We have a white check. Shivers, Impossible 20. Listen to the wind again.
Oh, I just do it again?
Guess what our chances are?
97%?
Of course, 97%.
I guess we, Vincent, I think we played this game wrong. I think you're supposed to like go here because you're looking for Ruby, and then after a while you get tired of that and you do the Shivers thing, and it helps you, and then you go around more and you get more bonuses and you do the Shivers thing again, right? And that would sort of make sense. And now we did it wrong, and we did all the things up front because we're obsessive weirdos who can't stop exploring everything.
Right.
And now we just do all the Shivers tests in sequence and basically have some kind of religious ecstasy in front of this power station mural where we pray to the city. So
Yeah.
let's do it again.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's roll the dice again.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you,
Yes,
moving,
of course.
flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Man, I was so hoping to go to the bunker.
I mean, we can still do it eventually, but remember, we still need to open the door somehow.
Yeah, sure. Okay, where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
That sounds pretty, like a pretty reasonable place to hide for her.
Yeah. Also, that is what the game says. What is happening?
Oh, I see. So what is happening?
She's down there.
Who said that?
Shivers.
Is that the voice of Ruby?
I think so.
Oh, I want to meet Ruby. Oh, God, no, Vince, we have to do this. Come on.
Here it gets even weirder. It says, say, I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay.
Which is interesting because this is the first time it actually highlights that we say that out loud.
Okay.
I noticed that in the last few conversations too, that it does weird things, right? Like the multiple times we can redo white checks, then volition talking about finishing the thought suddenly. I also remember in the Hardy Boys, when we started going for the coast, it didn't say and we conclude or something like that. It says go with an exclamation mark. It's doing weird things here. I like it.
Okay. I hadn't noticed. But I'm also not the one reading the text and stuff.
Right. Even more important that I highlighted. So we say,
I thank you for highlighting.
I think she's down there,
Yeah.
below this building.
Okay. Why?
Because I prayed to the city
Here we go.
twice.
Yeah. The first option, the wind told me.
Mm-hmm.
Option number 2, we've looked everywhere else, except the bunker. And option number 3, ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
That is true. We did get cold spells.
Right?
But did that help us right now? And that's also not an answer to his question. Just tell him the wind told you. It's true.
Okay.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
I like how he's at a point now, having worked with us, where that's an acceptable answer to him, and he just moves right past it. Like, okay, let's solve the problem.
Yeah. The first line reads, he shrugs.
Yeah.
So how do we get in there?
We've come a long way from climbing into furnaces and painting our face with war paint.
Hey, if it works.
Yeah, I think he has seen it work too often. Did you notice how he just sneakily conceded that, yeah, maybe the phasmid hunt was kind of useful because we scanned the whole coast that way. So I think he's basically on our side, on the side of Inland Empire.
I love it.
Yeah.
Finally, my time to shine.
Who said that?
Savior Fair.
Ah, okay. Yeah, let's be cool.
And we
Let's rock with our cock out.
I mean, just saying it to Kim would be way better than saying it to an old lady.
Yeah.
And Kim. And we can say, number one, there's a ladder next to the sign. And we point to it.
Okay.
Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof. Or we can say, yeah, I don't know.
And the game's over. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's just quit. No, do number one.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Okay. I didn't expect that at all.
Okay. He seems more athletic than we are.
Yeah, and he's younger. But hey, I mean, we're totally going to climb that.
Absolutely. Probably it's just his way of saying, I couldn't stop you if I tried, so just do whatever.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the how do I say, the geometry of this architecture situation. Like ladders and climb. Can you see what they're talking about?
Yeah, there's a ladder right next to the mural, and it's
next to the what?
The mural.
The mural. Okay, and it leads up to the roof of the building.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not too hard.
It's missing a lot of steps.
Is that the problem? Okay. So what does it mean when it says find a way to break it?
Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails. I think break if the ladder fails. Maybe it's like putting a mattress or something below the mattress, below the ladder.
Excuse me, is it BREAK or BRAKE?
BREAK.
So like break shit, make it broken.
Exactly.
Yeah, then okay.
I don't know, but maybe we find something. If
Yeah, I'm so confused. I wouldn't know what to look for.
Well, that's interesting. There's something right below us, like a large pipe that we can interact with.
Sure.
Because apparently perception noticed it.
Just let the game solve the problem for you.
Yes, we are running.
Just click things.
Running. Also, it might be an access pipe.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building?
Yeah, it is a drainage pipe.
Oh, it's big enough to go into?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we get closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe.
We have a black screen.
Okay.
The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
We can ask what's in there, or we can ask him, could we get into the felt building through this pipe?
Ask what's in there.
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
Okay. What else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts.
Ugh.
Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And
nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Yeah.
That's an interesting and dangerous detail.
I can totally imagine this place. As a kid, I used to climb into stuff like this.
Well,
maybe minus syringes, honestly
yeah,
speaking, but not too far off.
We should avoid broken glass and syringes if we can.
But for me, it would have been minus syringes plus lots of spiders. Yeah.
Don't know if that's better or worse.
But do you want to break your neck with the ladder or just get sort of hepatitis or something by going through this way?
Yeah.
This seems safer for now, I guess.
Let's ask Kim if we could even do this. Could we get into the Feld building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either.
After, given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, a grin flickers across his face.
I wonder what he's referring to. Do you know a martial arts movie where people climb into sewer pipes?
Not really.
Ninja Turtles, maybe.
Huh.
Not sure if Kim is a fan.
Of the Ninja Turtles? Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little things.
And it's right here.
Oh.
The maintenance door.
Convenient.
He points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe, obscured by the reeds.
Oh yeah, big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it.
Another pretty high check. Physical instrument, heroic 15. Try to pull the door apart.
Okay. This seems more reasonable than climbing the ladder.
Here we
Remember,
go again.
we are a vanquisher of objects or whatever.
Yeah. And the game shows us, because we get a +1 from broke into Kuno's apartment, +1 from broke into communist's apartment, and +1 from broke bookstore door.
Oh, did we? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Hey, why doesn't it have the door that we kicked in for no reason in Clausius' balcony?
Huh.
I
Yeah,
call bullshit.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It should be there. But we weren't successful, right?
Not at first, but didn't we do it eventually? Anyway, do we have clothes for physical instrument? This seems like a check that will hurt us if we fail, so
Possibly, yes.
let's not do it
so
too
we are
often.
at 72% chance at the moment.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Because we actually have physical instrument at 6 at the moment.
Yeah, we're a beefcake.
Yeah, and we also get already physical instrument +1 from the man from Scheindal shirt.
Right. We have the right clothes for this. Anything else?
Let's see.
Will we get something from carrying a crowbar or something?
Could be. I will try.
Since
in a
we got
moment.
such a deluxe crowbar from the programmer lady.
Physical instrument. I think that's... Yeah, okay, we have another item, but that just replaces the shirt. Doesn't really help. Doesn't look too good.
Okay, well, let's just do it.
Nope.
The chance not too bad. We also have some levels to allocate if we need to. I think.
Right, we have... I've also equipped the crowbar, and we have 3 skill points, so plenty.
Wow. Should probably look at that at some point.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
half
No
sunken
change
in
from the
sand.
Okay.
crowbar, but let's just try it.
Yeah.
So, 72%.
Mm-hmm.
The metal doors are heavy, and the flake and rust hurts the palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Unstoppable.
Good work. Shall we?
The lieutenant nods towards the impenetrable darkness inside,
Nice.
and we go in.
Vincent,
Mm-hmm.
I think this will be very exciting to go into next time.
But I can't get out of this conversation. We have to.
I
go-
know. We can go to the first screen of the next,
Okay.
right? So we can save probably. I know the problem.
I know it would have been a good cliffhanger, but
It's still a good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
We've done this before. Be in the new area, and
okay. We are in, and this is actually perfect because we don't see anything.
I guess we would see stuff if we put on the flashlight, which we have.
We see stuff, but it's basically the new screen is us standing right in front of the door we just entered, basically.
Okay.
And so next to us is the drainage pipe we just looked into, and
Can you be quiet for a moment? This is a new soundtrack I haven't heard before. I think. It has elements from stuff we've heard before, right? But I think it's new.
yeah,
It is scary.
There's this dark strumming in the back.
Yeah, it sounds vaguely industrial, and
Yeah.
like there are these chimes, and I like it. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just a fan of the soundtrack of this
Yeah,
game.
no, absolutely. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. Do we
But
want to
let-
end it here or?
I don't, but we have to. It's the best spot. We've hit an hour. I read this game is great, but what I'm about to say hasn't always been the case. I wonder if you feel the same way. Like, but now I really want to keep playing. I really want to find out.
Yeah.
So
And in the west part of town, right in the fishing village.
yeah.
This might be the first time where I actually
Yeah.
felt like, okay, I really want to play more
Let's-
in this part of town.
Let's see, dear viewer, if you see that in a week I'm wearing the same clothes, then that's going to be a total accident. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing with me, Vincent. It's been a blast, as always.
Absolutely.
You can leave comments. You can subscribe to our channel. And you can follow us on Twitter @makes_play. And Vincent, do you have any other words? Vincent, do you have words?
Well, for all the tests we failed so far, this time we did pretty well. We aced them.
All right. Bye.
Bye.